8 Ingenious Tips for Reading Your Audience's Body Language. Not sure if you're getting your point across? Learning how to read your audience's body language saves a whole lot of guesswork when it comes to figuring out just how much your message is being received. Read on for 8 ingenious tips that will let you know when you're being heard and when you're not. Closed body positions. When arms or legs are crossed, you can be fairly sure your message is not being received. It's easy to spot, as the other person is putting up a physical barrier between you and them, showing they're not interested in what you have to say. Fake smiles. Some fake smiles are obvious to spot. Others, though, take some looking. If you're not sure whether a particular grin is real, check the eyes. You'll notice fine crinkling lines around the eyes when you've got a real smile. If the smile doesn't reach their eyes, they're faking it. Mirroring. When you see someone copying your body language, you've got them hooked. Body mirroring is a subconscious thing we do when we're on the same wavelength as the person we're talking to. It's why we shift or take a drink or make another small movement when someone else does it first. Posture. Check how they're standing or sitting. Are they sitting up straight and exerting power, or are they slumped with rounded shoulders? Typically, a more confident posture shows the other person is engaged, while poor posture conveys a lack of interest. Uneasy eye contact. If someone is looking at you too long, they're probably lying. This is because people know they need to have good eye contact to look like they are being truthful. The problem is, most people don't really know how long to hold it, and so they will stare a little too long, to the point of making you subconsciously uncomfortable. This is why we typically sense someone is lying without quite understanding why we feel that way. Climbing eyebrows. Have you ever noticed where your eyebrows are when you're relaxed? It's impossible to raise them when we're calm. On the other hand, the higher an eyebrow is raised, the more worried your listener is becoming. If you're not telling a story designed to inspire a certain amount of anxiety, then it could be they're not comfortable with what you're saying. Too much nodding. The more a person nods in a conversation, the more you can be sure they're worried about seeming to disagree, when inwardly they're very likely cringing away from the situation. Clenching. If you see a clenched jaw, tight neck muscles, or other rigidity in their expression, the other person is probably very stressed. In this situation, see what the other person is saying to see if words sync up with body language. If not, beware.